All right. I hope everybody's doing well today. What's good? What's good? What's good? Queen Common Sense coming back to you from the Chi Town remix to the Cackalack Sticks, y'all. I hope everybody's blessed today. Oh, it's been a long morning for me, so I'm a little sleepy. It's my nap time. Still not 100, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. Thank you for the prayers, the love, stopping through, showing me concern. It really helps to know that people genuinely care, that there's still goodness out there, not just for me, but period. We all need a lot more love. We all need to share a lot more kindness. It doesn't cost you a thing, and you can always take it back if it's not appreciated. Now, I'm going to get right into it because I I'm smack my hand. Smack my hand and smack my hand one more time. Why did I go over there to Mental Mondays, child? Poor Destiny. This is when pretty privilege falls flat. You can be pretty on the outside. When you ugly on the inside, it doesn't land properly. So I thought it would be a wonderful thing to kind of lead into this powwow with a reminder to people like Cap and Kimmy and Destitute Destiny. Your looks only will take you so far. And we keep rinse and repeat the same thing with the male identified energy. And at this point, my opinion is Destiny is crashing out. And it's obvious she doesn't quite really realize that she's crashing out. And I don't know where Dion came from, but Dion need to go back where she came from. That's just my opinion. So I'm gonna start off with this. I thought it was amazing. You know me, I love my inspirationals and reminders and what have you. But we Bumser Parker again. Let's check this out. We're gonna refresh real quick. My bad. Refresh, and we're gonna go back to the beginning.
You cannot consistently treat a person bad and expect them not to switch up on you. Plus, you can't get mad for that person switching up on you when you treat them bad the whole time. A person is going to change after being mistreated for so long. Even good hearts have limits. Even people who have good souls, they got limits on them, bro. There's only so much they can take before they have to switch up in order to protect themselves. And they're going to go a process and create a barrier. And when they come out on the other side, you're not going to like that person. And what happens is they develop this new type of character, this new barrier, this measure of, and that person starts doing actions that resembles anything of a person made them change initially. They are to block that person out of their lives. They're going to immediately remember, oh, I remember this. This is so familiar to me. I don't want nothing to do with this because I remember what I had to deal with and go through with this in my life. That's the process in which they're going through. They're manifesting a mechanism in which themselves from people like you. And I'm gonna leave you guys with this one. Watch how a person treats a person that they don't need in their life. It's easy to treat. You cannot.
That's so very spot on for me because Destiny just doesn't get it. You dig? Destiny just doesn't understand that your looks do not excuse your poor behavior. Now, I'm not saying that she's the best looking woman I've ever seen or whatever, no homo, but she rides on the fact that she can play cutesy, and that's supposed to excuse her delusional, defiant, messy behavior and her defensive, disgusting, deplorable attitude. Now, like I said, this is just my opinion, but I just want to do a small, I don't want to torture y'all because I can't take much of Destiny either. Okay. But I just noticed some things in here where I just feel like, you know, I don't know. It's like this chick, Dion, is more of a crutch than she is a coach. And from what I see, where I sit, it's causing lots more harm than it is good. I just see Destiny trying to really redeem herself from this girls' trip. She made a complete clown of herself. She totally annihilated what was left of her little tiny little reputation in the first place. This would have been a great opportunity for her to say, you know what? Let me come all the way out the pocket, all the way real with it. Let me just lay it all out on the table. I know that I was a pretty. I was not a friend to you, Mel. So let's really just wipe the slate clean. And if you still indeed want to keep your distance, I must respect that. Yet instead, I see where she is really trying to do the one where she says, well, Mel was able to have this gathering and a trip, and it made her look like the superheroine. She let it all hang out right there. Well, do I have to do what everybody else is doing? Do I have to say what everybody else is saying? I don't want to grovel and pander to you. I'm not going to bend down and kiss your ass, Mel. Nobody asked you to. It's just what's your take on it? Was it a good trip for you or not? Tag along. Okay, but this is where a segment of Mental Mondays where they were recapping this last episode. And I'm assuming that Dion was trying to coach her on how she could have handled it differently and why it didn't land well. It don't take rocket science to see that she was doing this as a lick back. This was a get back for Mel because Mel did not acquiesce in the manner in which Destiny thought she should. And then Mel had reinforcements. Okay, her real squad was there to rally around and keep things regulated to where it wasn't just the same old, same old, same old type of, you know, gang up, get served, and then mudslinging. Even though as soon as the plane touched down when they got back from St. Thomas, that's the same thing. Destiny is so predictable. Let's peep this out. They're just discussing a little bit of what had happened at the little romper room duck goose uh picnic that Destiny had, the field day. And it's just the irony in it. Just made me gag. Like this just made me my skin crawl. Destiny need to hang it up. She need to get off the show, go get some real professional help under some authentic medical care. She needs to get some real insurance and go see a real professional therapist. Let's peep this out. Y'all talk about it and see what you think. I can't. She gave me a headache. I'm still scratching my head. Y'all help me figure this out. Let's go. Talk about Martell and how he meltdown and he put every blew up Scott's spot, right? And Destiny called herself trying to be supportive, right? Bringing everybody together to hash out their differences and figure out why the fellas ain't getting along, why people are not communicating, which is ironic because at the very beginning of this mental meltdown Monday session, they was trying to prove and pander and say, "Oh, there are relationships outside of the show. Y'all do hook up and hang out outside of the show." And if that's the case, then how come Kimmy was crying about nobody calling to check on her and Maurice after he got arrested and charged for DUI? So they talk about Marcel, I'm sorry, Hookhead now, and why it wasn't a good idea to be supportive in the fashion that Destiny was supportive in by having this get together and then having this, you know, broke down bootleg Oprah session with cue cards that she got from Dollar Tree, and then start throwing out all kind of curveballs to people when that's above her pay grade. So let's go.
Those are the kind of conversations I think have to happen. I think it has to shift now. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like, are you talking to somebody? Because it's I'm trying not to I'm trying to be responsible in the way I show. I'm trying to be responsible in the way I talk about that. But good work, absolutely. Hey, speak with you, Marcella. Yeah, he definitely has to do his work. The interesting thing, the show is kind of organized around the problems of people, some conception of the show. And I don't know if they don't know how to get out of it, if they don't want to get out. I don't know what that is. But it is what it is. That's what everybody's dancing around. Almost all of the conversations. I'd love to see the day where people's storylines are just separated from it. You know, and see what happens when that happens. When people are able to just talk about their stuff. Now, if everybody has something to talk about, reason, it always have to talk about that. And I don't think
Now, correct. Always has something to talk about. How come all she would do was talk about Melody? What Melody didn't do? How Melody wasn't a great friend? How Melody just cut her off without warning? Why can't Melody be real and keep it real? The first season, all the way up until Destiny got fired and kicked off the show, and Captain Kimmy came for her real hard too. If she got stuff to talk about, how come all she talked about is Mel? I'm just asking. Just curious.
it has to be centered around people. It just does. It does not anymore. I mean,
It's crazy. It took her 5 years to figure out that she don't have to talk. Listen, this is why I say professional help, therapy works wonders. You know, everybody that says they're a therapist doesn't mean that they're a therapist. You have to do your research. You have to really check and do your research and do background checks and look these people up. It's so easy to do. This is dangerous for real. Like this is really dangerous and highly. Don't try this at home, folks. You know, if you're not seasoned in therapy, psychology, psychiatry, you don't need to be on a platform as big as YouTube calling yourself coaching somebody, yo. I'm just saying. Word, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that say they a life coach is not a life coach. This is a disaster, in my opinion.
self coming. It's self coming, and we get a chance to see your own things. We'll get a chance to see that. We'll get a chance to see your philosophy on dating. Uh, we'll get a chance to see what is getting ahead of the story because Carlos already said, you know, I'm trying to get out. He already said that, you know, so it's no, I'm not going to spoil. Get a chance to see you walk some things out. Look, maybe I give me a head nod, yes or no. If we can I on sure, we don't get a chance to see you walk some things out. We all get a chance to see you rebuild them. By the way, that's why I don't think
Did y'all where is she rebuilding Madani again? In a storage shed? In a U-Haul storage shed? Is that where she's rebuilding Madani? It was a relaunch of Madani. What why haven't she been talking about that? Clock in, clock out Melody. She just tried to set her up at this field day, this toddler temper tantrum fest that they just had, and get Melody hurt. How are you so sorry in one breath, and then on the other side of your neck, you invite her to another mean girl session? Maybe that's a better term. I don't know. Let's keep going. Just a little bit more. I promise it won't be too long, but I just wanted to throw this out there to see what everybody thought about this. It's disgusting.
I don't have to beef with nobody. Beef with me. I'm a vegan. Ain't nobody got time for beef. You're a cash cow. Like, listen, you're a cash cow. Let's go. And the thing is, when I look at this thing, you have a platform that puts you in front of hundreds of thousands of people. And thank you for the people who support it. Listen, girl, they had your Spotify when they started talking about Madonna and how it was remixed. I don't care what you say about it. How it was remixed. Y'all, them folks had Spotify. Not Spotify. I always call it Spotify. Shopify like bump, banana, bump, banana, bump, banana. Girl, let's go. Ain't nobody got time. All y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ain't nobody got time. Thank you so much. Listen, like I said, I'm a vegan. I don't have time for no beats, but I ain't no punk. So remember that. Remember that.
Child, Destiny, ain't nobody checking for you like that. You stirred up this nonsense from 2 to 3 years ago on the St. Thomas trip when y'all co-host, when y'all shotgun shoddy side seat driving Tisha tried to start more drama because Melody said F you. I'm not thinking about Destiny. Who's the one begging for forgiveness? Oh, I'm so sorry. But now you don't have no beef. I, I'm telling you, there is a disconnect somewhere. The wiring on the motherboard got shaken loose. I don't know if it is something from, you know, when she was being like passed around and had to be, put here and there as a little girl. I don't know if it's I don't know what could cause this type of reprobate energy where it's like she has amnesia. She can say something and 3 minutes later, 3 seconds later, she'll contradict herself. Destiny is exhausting, yo. What do y'all think about this?
I'm gonna say this. I would say that Label said that you're not going to what do we do? But I don't think you have to be anybody. I think they could just show the story. Like I was looking at the story about Madonna. Like I think there's something that I would love to see kind of do what y'all are doing. But that's neither here nor there. She's doing what she thinks is best for her, and she'll be told she's got to do. She's got to do that. Yeah. Thanks so much. Don't feel bad for being a friend. She also said the trauma is tiring. Yeah, yes. Yeah. So there are all these places that we can be taken. Like I don't allowed to hear about just sing professional life. Singing, sorry, and professional life. Like, what? Mm-hmm. So what would you all ask you all?
Because she don't talk about her singing and profession. She don't have a singing and professional life. She did that to try to take and steal Melody's thunder. She don't have a singing nor professional life. Okay? LeBaric funded her life. Before that, Moses did. That's how she lost her husband, by messing around, sneaky linking with Moses. Everybody knows this. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is disturbing. I hope and pray like Melody locked her door on that girls' trip. I'm sure she did. Lock that door tight, put a chair up underneath the doorknob. This is really scary. I grew up with a girl like this who was lost like Destiny. And she talked so much. She talked herself up into a really bad physical fight with one of the other young ladies on the block. And the particular girl that I'm talking about who got beat the fuck up, she would talk her ish and then run and hide and backpedal just like Destiny. She'd say one thing, a minute later she contradict herself. And people got tired. People get sick of that. And as young children, back then, Gen X, we handled stuff, with Vaseline, ponytail, and chucks laced all the way up. And that was it. Once you got scraped up, to keep your mouth shut. And I think that's really all Destiny understands is that type of sandbox street justice where you need to just get lumped up a little bit to shut you up. Get your mind back, connect them wires back together up there. So you know when to shut up and when to speak and how to stay in your lane. You have to break it down to an elementary level for people like Destiny because she is emotionally bankrupt and immature. I think her emotional age is like 13. This is just my opinion.
Moving Destiny show on this show. Stop trying to make me in love. Fellowship don't have to be when we want to see Destiny in love. Let's not force that. Let happen organic. And it's ain't easy to get Destiny in love now. So for about 10 seasons. Yes, to see what the thing here. I'm gonna get a chance to see. Like excellent. Thanks for super chat. Um, house, yes. Started in the beauty business. Or did not just start on. I had a patent in 20.
Restream is hating on me. So we're gonna do a little bit more and we're gonna talk about this and see what's really what do y'all think about this? She said she got so much to talk about. Why didn't she talk about this from season one, two, three, four, five? One up, Melody. That's it. I don't know. Somebody said Destiny got diabetes. I happen to agree. I think that was black women are in the building. Diabetes on 100. She keep trying to put 20 on 10, 10 on 100. I don't know what Destiny is trying to do here. But just like when she first whole issue on the reunion stage about Melody not being in contact and they hadn't talked since the show wrap, that's where it really started. It's really something wrong with you when you are so upset at someone because they just don't want to mess with you no more. That's it. There's no way that I would have come back on a show on national TV to try to redeem myself with a person that's not checking for me. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what this next episode brings. I doubt it if I watch it. I might, see if it pops up somewhere on the bootleg channel. I don't know. The last two that I watched, it just really made me ill. It made me sick to my stomach. I felt like I was back in high school, middle school, really, you know, dealing with, a bunch of junior Karens. That pretty girl privilege, that pretty privilege and pretty girl problem. I don't know, but I wanted to show this as well, like a little gem from my girl, spiritual whistleblower. Shout out to spiritual whistleblower. She is the real business, and I like how she gets right to it when it comes to breaking down narcissism and flying monkeys and the different combinations of relationships that you encounter these covert type of attacks from narcissistic people who are emotionally, mentally, and spiritually just abusive, you know? And I've been watching her channel for a good minute, and I remember when she first started. And that was when I first started my journey of no contact with my family and certain peers that were posing as friends. And she talks about the downside to pretty privilege. And I want to share a little bit of this with you as well, because I just like how she put it down. I talk to my daughter about this a lot. A lot of my other friend girls and acquaintances who go through hostility from other women just because they're threatened based on how you look and your inner confidence and your own inner knowing of yourself, being confident in who you are, who you belong to, and just knowing where you're headed in life and being grounded in your own persona and not being a follower. So let's peep this. It's just a little bit. I just came up here because I wanted to come show my face. I'm not 100% today. I had a very very hectic morning, so please excuse the technical difficulties and my lackluster presentation today. I'm still on the mend, so I appreciate your patience. Let's have a look see here.
Y'all, whistleblower here. It's a but out taking a beautiful brisk walk, enjoying coffee. There's something about the brisk cold air. It's finally last few weeks. November was kind of warm, so now it's starting to feel like winter. So I'm not even complaining. I'm gonna enjoy this very cold brisk weather and make it do what it do. But anyway, I'm gonna keep a lot of videos rolling. I gotta get caught up. Something is popping into my head, and it's an issue that I've been dealing with for a very long time. And it's this whole debate over the pretty privilege thing. Being pretty affords you opportunities. People treat pretty people better based on looks and all that. And I want to talk about the downside of pretty privilege, because being pretty is also dangerous. It's threatening to narcissistic people. People talk shit about me wearing a bonnet. Look how I'm dressed now. 9 times out of 10, I always dress down. I put on my comfortable sweats, a hoodie. I might put on a bonnet. With a hat. No, I'm not a prefer to stay the fuck away from them because none of them act right. I'm a heterosexual woman, so don't judge me by my appearance. When I started doing these YouTube videos, I was underneath my sweat. I'd be out exercising, which is why I was wearing hoodie and sweats. Because y'all would catch me when I was jogging or in the streets doing my power. I was combining my exercise routine with my videos. So spiritual whistleblower is not no fucking lesbian. I can't stand fun, but it's not enough to turn me to the side. There's nothing a woman can do for me. I don't want my pussy. I don't want women kissing me, looking on my boobs. There's nothing that fucking woman can do for me. So
I get that a lot too because I am quiet and I dress down. I'm tomboyish a little bit, but I have you know, great pride in my feminine side. I love being a black woman, but I get a lot of insults hurled at me, derogatory insults insinuating that I might be not heterosexual. And I think that is another shaming tactic of narcissistic people and insecure people, damaged people who see and are threatened by confident, good looking, well rounded, well put together, and intelligent women. The inside matches their outside. And we just got to do better with this, y'all, all the way across the board.
don't get twisted. I dress for my comfort. I'm authentic. I'm organic. I know I'm beautiful. It's really sad. Excuse me. It's really sad when you go on social media, Instagram, and this is I spot female narcissists and these toxic content creators. They probably spend hours putting on makeup and doing their wigs just in a fucking video. Like it's life or death for women to look good before they post a video. Spirit Whistleblower has never been that girl. I'm very comfortable doing videos like this. Extremely comfortable. I don't need to be made up. I know that. I'll to get the message. I'm ready to preach the gospel and get down to the nitty gritty. I don't have time to get pretty. I'll get pretty on my own time, and y'all see my videos where I'm dressed up, dialed up, and it is what it is. But I want to talk about the downside to being pretty privilege. People talk about being pretty or do opportunities opens up doors, and that may be true. But it's more negativity from both men and women based on looks, which is why I dress down because when Spiritual Whisper puts on a dress and some stilettos and her hair wig is beautiful. Yeah, you would be surprised how many motherfuckers, male and female, hate my ass. People hate you not just for being beautiful on the outside. They hate your confidence. They hate that you have an anointing, a natural aura about you, because they're fucking empty on you. Y'all will not believe how many men and women played in my face, approached me on some hey sis, what's up? It's all you look beautiful, all this and that. But there's a hidden agenda to get to me in order to destroy me.
Love bomb you. And it's a lot of phoniness to it. It's nothing substantial or genuine or authentic. They want to examine your moves and see how you operate, see what makes you tick, see what triggers you. So then they can start to nitpick a lot like they do Mel, like they did on a girls' trip. There's plenty of examples up there how people like that do, just like Nell. That's why I can't stand her, never trusted her. She gave me anxiety. She triggered my anxiety so much because she was never satisfied. She always had something negative to say. She never missed an opportunity to try to throw jabs at Melody. And older women like that who are always gunning for younger women, it says a lot about their inner insecurities. It says a lot about their lack of self confidence when you have to feel like you're in competition with somebody that's younger than you.
Nice, nasty, nice, and love bomb. And approach me, love bombing. You look good. I support you. Woo, woo, woo. With a hidden agenda to fucking destroy me behind closed doors. I cannot tell you how many men and women have done it. Almost makes me fearful, dressed up and look pretty. I don't trust anybody that befriends me. When I post my self-care videos, I'm always alone. Spiritualist Laura can treat herself to a five-star restaurant or a vacation alone. When I say I don't trust anybody, people want to click up with you because this amazing self-confidence, you look good, you feel good to yourself a certain way, but they're envious of that. It has secret in me. So they gotta kiss your ass to be like, yo, you the bomb. You look good. Can we hang out sometime? They gotta love bomb and blow smoke up your ass to you. Then if you allow them in to get close to you, they start to invalidate and chip away at you behind closed. And this is even in business, y'all. Had so many running. I'm doing business with a man. Let me tell you something. Let's just say for instance, I'm trying to book a man for a certain service, business wise. Let's just say I want a gentleman to do some handyman work in the house. I want him to install a dishwasher or some tile. I'm willing to pay him to read my kitchen for some work. I want new kitchen floor, new tile, new stainless steel refrigerator, new cabinet. So for his services, he's a carpenter or whatever, handyman. So I'll try to quote a price for his services. Meanwhile, let's just say I look him up on Facebook. I booked Facebook. He has a business page on Facebook, and I hit him up like, yo, I'm interested into finding out rates are. I need some work done in my kitchen. Hit me back, and now we're messaging each other. It's Messenger, the business. So he gets to look at my Facebook page, and when he sees my Facebook page, he's a confident woman, a woman that carries herself with high self pictures. I got all my beauty pictures, my beauty shots I posted all over my Facebook. I don't have this version of Elizabeth post on my Facebook. So because I know all the narcissists well on Facebook, they're narcissists. So I post my shot book just to intimidate them motherfuckers. Next story. Let's just say they hit me to my page and he sees all my beautiful pictures. Then he gets on Messenger, Facebook Messenger in the inbox to follow up my quote. He ignores me. He allows my inquiry to go unaddressed for several days.
I've had photographers do that when I needed to update my headshots or I wanted some contemporary family photos done with my children or just do some fun location shots, for the season, summer pictures, whatever of my animals or whatever. I've had several people do that to me in business where they're like, okay, she's got all of this, spiritual stuff on her profile. She sounds like she knows what she's talking about. So I'm going to keep stalling as if I'm not serious or I don't have the money to book their services. And then when I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go with somebody else after I've taken, my shots and put all my photographs together and chosen a different photographer, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I would have done that for you for half of what you paid for it or whatever. Or, if you advertise for me, then I'll do this and I'll chop off this much of the price or whatever. I'm like, too much, too little, too late now, bruh. You want to play games? You know, I've had mechanics do the same thing.
He pretends not to see my message. Or he'll read it and leave it on read. So I edit, but now he's making me wait. Oh, I try again. I give him a week. I give him 7 days. And I send a follow-up email. Hello, sir. I tried reaching out last week. I want to inquire about some handy services. I need some work done in my kitchen. This time around, he doesn't answer the email. And he doesn't know that I know that there's a way that you can read your Facebook messages without going in your inbox. You can read it. If you get a notification window, peep game, I'm about to put y'all onto some shit that narcissists love to do. A narcissist, if he has a notification window that he's received messages, this is on Instagram too, because I know people that do this on Instagram. They can see that you sent them an inbox message through their notification window, and they can read the message, or they can put their phone on airplane mode, go in, read the message, shut down the app, and then take their phone off of airplane mode, and the message will still read unread. They've read your entire message without opening your message. I've had this happen to me repeatedly. This is what narcissistic men do. Predatory men that want to fucking humble you. So now, he's allowed another 7 days. 2 of my messages have gone unanswered. I see that one was read and one was not read. So I said, okay, let me just go in. You can unsend the messages on Facebook. Since he's on with me, I need to try and find another service me. Let me look up another handyman. So I go in and I unsend both messages. The moment that I unsend messages, he magically hits me up in my inbox. Oh, wow, I don't know what's going on. Your messages apparently are showing up in my requests message folder. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what Facebook is doing, deleting messages and stuff. I don't know. He's playing stupid now, which is a form of he's gaslighting me. I know that he saw my messages, but he's gaslighting me. And before the gaslighting, he's actually invalidating me. So now it becomes a power struggle. The focus and emphasis is not on it being a business exchange about his rates. It's now turned into a power struggle. This is what narcissists do. They allow their ego and their need for validation to overpower their business tactics. When they feel threatened or you make them feel insecure, they stop focusing on the business transaction and start to turn the shit into a power struggle.
Marcel said he would counsel the former Holtz on the commercial construction industry. I don't know if y'all remember that.
How many times happened to me with men? Yeah. And I don't even want to get on women. Because women tend to be supportive of you. They tend to, a sister, sis, I want to support you. Sis, I believe everything you say in your videos. And you allow them into your circle. You like close. And then they start acting funny. There's this passive aggressiveness. That's why I stopped doing these events. I slowed down on doing my women empowerment. It's not women empowerment. I do domestic violence support group. I do no support group. I don't believe in women empowerment and are fucking scams. I say women empowerment events are ran by female narcissists that are looking to scam innocent, vulnerable women who have just been by abuse men. You don't get fucking women's empowerment event to tell you that you're special and you're amazing. Looking to grit and scam, the predatory. Don't be started on women. I got to do a whole video on women empowerment scams. I did doing support groups when the pandemic hit. Because I knew when the pandemic hit, women and children were forced to quarantine with visitors. So I came out of my pockets and I flew all over the United States and I set up support groups after we came out of quarantine. That's how I started what I was doing. About the money for me, it was about providing support. Because a lot of women and children are going through divorce rates after COVID. I know it was up. These abusive men were antagonizing women and children during quarantine. But that's why I slowed down doing groups, because what happens, I have an amazing group of women come out to these support groups. We always allow victims to share their stories. I allow every opportunity to talk about their abuse story. But it's always 1 or 2 bitches that infiltrate my fucking support groups. They play like they're girly girls, but they're male-centered fucking pits spying on me and trying to, give the girls with their gender breakup circle. If you notice, I've slowed down doing support groups. I slowed down. Women want to do like, remember I did one in Cancun, Mexico. It was this, I had a group of amazing women, and there were 1 or 2 toxic bitches that tried to break shit up, tried to stir up drama amongst the group. And it makes my heart. I love helping people, but it's all 2 bad apples that fuck it up everybody.
Isha, Latricia, Kimmy, Nell. We're trying to have a fun girls trip, and they dragged out. Listen, I'm telling you, it's real.
I don't know how sick and tired I am of men job is exhausting and it's tiring. Don't talk to me about pretty privilege. I don't want to be fucking recognized for what I be. That's why I deliberately dress down. While pretty might attract more opportunities, it also attracts envious and jealous people that want to humble you and fucking break you down. It's always been the latter for me. Just in my family. When your mom and sister are nasty nice. They're nice 1 minute, they're fucking nasty and envious and compact. So, fuck pretty privilege. There's a downside to it. And isolation. Spiritualism, most autistic people are more comfortable and keep to themselves. I love being by myself. I love treating myself out and taking myself out on dates. I love doing everything by myself because there's a guarantee that my peace will not be disrupted. Self-esteem won't be tampered with. Won't be no fake bitches or, just minims when I'm moving alone and doing things pace. Fuck pretty privilege. That's what I say. I got more videos coming. Y'all, thank y'all. Love and support. If you want me to talk about, please, in the comment section. If you experience a downside pretty privilege, I want to hear about it. We're a community. Let's, help each other.
Is re-infiltrate the circle. Melody has moved on. When you move on and you glow up and you evolve beyond the nonsense, it's always going to be somebody that wants to infiltrate. Always. Never fail. Y'all have a beautiful day. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please forgive me for the technical difficulties. I believe my equipment just arrived. I'm trying to upgrade my little internet speed here to try to rectify and troubleshoot on this end, but we gonna make it do what it do and we gonna keep it pushing no matter what. Thank you all for falling through. It was beautiful to see you. I'm gonna go try to take a nap and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your weekend. One love, one unity. We gotta do better, y'all. We got to do better. Gotta do better. Peace.